Today, Friday, the 11th of October 2024, we have some hand-picked match predictions to share with you, which will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in this list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to have access to members-only videos, as well as our top pick match prediction based on our top 10 or top 15 over 1.5 and 2.5 goal match picks with huge list odds, which you can find your picks in the list, sharing to members only to take your winning to the next level. Then you want to make sure that you become a member of the Level 2 Pro plan by clicking on the link below this video. Join to become a member to start to access members only videos to take your winning to the next level. We also shared game prediction based on top corner kick events, top straight wins, so that you can take advantage of members only videos based on our top list to take your winning to the next height. To join, the link is below this video. Without wasting time, I'm going to begin with the first match pick of our today's list. Looking at the first event, we're looking at Germany in the Regional Liga North, a match between Lübeck against Emden. For this event, I want to look at the recent performance of the home team, Lübeck. You're going to see that they do concede goals as well as average in terms of goal scoring. The recent performance of Emden have proved to be very, very offensive based on the recent gameplay they have just had. Looking here at the stand comparison of these two, I first of all want to look at the form table of these, especially the performance of the home team based on most recent events they have had. You're going to see that the home is found on the last position. They are very conceding, having conceded 14 goals for just 5 events played, and the scoring power is not good. But that of kickers Emden, which is the away team, you're going to see that they are very offensive. Recently, they just have 5 event game played, registering 4 wins, scoring 12 goals, and conceding 4. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks in this event in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, the away team recently have performed very greatly in terms of offense. The striking power is very high as compared to that of the home that concedes very much. As a result, the away team want to take advantage of the weak defense of the home. We therefore want to look at the probability of at least 1.5 goals to occur in this match in full time, or the probability of 2 goals over, since the home team might also want to impress. So impression rate will be high, leading to goals probability, 1.5 goal or 2 goals over. Looking at the next pick, we are looking at Czech Republic in the third Liga. We are looking at the match between Nat Labem against Mlazda Boleslav. That is in the Czech Republic third Liga Group B. Looking at the performance of the home team recently, you're going to see that they are very offensive. 3 goals, 4 goals, and 5 goals being scored based on recent event they have just had. That of its opponent, on the other hand, is also very good in terms of scoring, 2, 2, and 3. And looking at the performance of the home at home, they are very, very offensive and have led almost every game at home. Boleslav, on the other hand, is also very good at scoring. Looking at the stand comparison in terms of form of these two, you're going to see that based on form, these two teams, you can see Nat Labem sits on the second position for 5 events played. They have had 4 wins, 16 goals scored, and 3 conceded. Its opponent, on the other hand, is also good at scoring, but the defense is not very strong. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, of course, both of the 2 sides are good in terms of offense. And since one side is not good in defense, of course, there will be the probability of goals. We don't want to give any favorite here, but goals probability is the most best option. So we want to look at 1.5 going full time with the possibility of at least 2.5 goals as well in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking at Austria Landesliga or Austria Landesliga Kathem, a match between Wolfsberger against SV Spital. For this event, of course, the recent performance of the home team proved that they are very good in terms of scoring, 3, 2, and 1. That of the away team proved to be very conceding. And looking at the stance performance comparison in terms of form of these two, the home team based on the home performance, you're going to see that They are really good and they sit on the first position, having played 5 events at home. They have had 4 wins, scoring up to 17 goals. That is very offensive, and the defense is good. Its opponent, on the other hand, based on the way which is Peter, you're going to see that the defense is very weak. Even though the offense is good, but the defense is very weak. And looking at everything in place, want to look at two major picks in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, the home team offense is very strong, but the defense of the away team is weak. And since both of the two sides are good at offense, we want to look at two major picks here. First, the home to lead, since its offense is better and that of the defense of the away is weak. Home to win, first possibility. Second, 1.5 going full time. And third, 2.5 going full time, since both side offense is good. These are our three major picks in this event. Looking at the next, we are looking at Slovakia in the second Liga, a match between Malzenis playing with Slovan Bratislava. In this event, of course, Malise, based on recent event, have proved that they are very offensive. You can see 4, 3, and 3 goals being scored recently for each game. That of Slovan, on the other hand, also proved that they are good in terms of scoring, even though they do concede as well. And of course, looking at the stand comparison of these two in terms of form for the home and away, you're going to see that for the home team, which is Malise Malzenis, you're going to see that they have had 5 events played, 3 wins, 10 goals scored, and 4 conceded. Good at scoring. The away team performance, Slovan, you're going to see here, Slovan Brativ, they are also good at conceding, even though they are also good at scoring. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks in full time. For this tournament, since both of the two sides are good in terms of scoring and the defense is not that very strong, especially for Slovan, of course, we want to look at both of the two sides to impress. Therefore, 1.5 goal is one of our major picks, and we also want to look at 2 goals over. Looking at the next, we are looking at Europe in the Euro U21 qualification, a match between England U21 playing with Ukraine U21. Looking at the performance recently of England U21 based on recent events they have had, especially in the friendly international and also in the Euro U21, you're going to see that they have proved to be very good, scoring between 4, 7, and 5 goals per each event. The opponent, on the other hand, is also very good in terms of recent gameplay they have had, also especially in the Euro U21 recently. And now, this round tournament, we want to look at the performance of the home team. You're going to see that at home, England is very offensive, 4, 7, 3, and 9. And of course, based on the recent 2 they have just had, you can see at home 4 and 7. That of Ukraine, on the other hand, you're going to see recently 2 and 3. Prove that both of the two sides are very good. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, both of the two sides have proved to be very good in terms of goal scoring. The offense is very high and the defense is also not that very strong. And since both sides have very, very great offense, we want to look at high impression rate. Therefore, 1.5 goal is one of our major pick and 2 goals over as well as the next possibility. Looking at the next, we are looking at Germany in the regional Liga Nord. We want to look at a cell playing with Werder Bremen. In this event, of course, the home team performance have proved to be very good in terms of recent event. They have just had 3 goals scored and 2 goals scored. That of Werder Bremen also, on the other hand, proved to be very offensive. 4, 3, and 5 goals being scored per each event recently. Looking at the stand comparison of these two in terms of form, you're going to see that the home team form here, based on the recent game they have had, you're going to see they are good in terms of goal scoring. For 5 events played, they have had 4 wins, scoring 9 goals. That of its opponent based on the way, you're going to see here they are also good at scoring 15 goals for 5 events, winning 4 games for 5 game play as well. Both of the sides are good in offense, and the defense is not that very, very tight. And therefore, we want to look at 2 major picks in full time. For this tournament, of course, both of the two sides are good in terms of goal scoring. And since the defense is not also that very, very strong, we want to look at goals possibility here as well. 1.5 going full time as one of the major pick, 2.5 go as well as the next major pick in this event in full time. Looking here at the next, we are looking at Europe in the UEFA National League, a match between Hungary against Netherlands. For this event, the recent performance of Hungary, which is the home team, have proved that they are not very good in terms of goal scoring, and they do concede as much as they can based on recent events they have just had, as you can see, especially in the Euro, as you can see. Also here against Germany, they had huge losses. That of Netherlands, on the other hand, have preferred, that is, they have proved to be good, and they just also recently had a game against Germany in the UNL. As you can see, they had equal strength, but this same Germany was able to beat Hungary 2-0. And looking at the comparison of these two in terms of stands, this is the third round of this tournament, and based on placement, Netherlands is the favorite. They have had two games played, scoring up to 7 goals. But that of Hungary have instead conceded 5 goals without any win. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks in this event in full time. Based on this event, of course, Netherlands have proved to be very offensive, and the strength of Netherlands have been compared to that of Germany recently, where they had equal strength to Germany. But Germany was able to beat the home team 2-0. This time, Netherlands is coming to meet against the home team, and since the strength of Germany was equal to that of the away team, we want to look at Netherlands to try to lead in full time. But of course, goals possibility is the most best, which we want to look at least 1.5 goal in full time or 2.5 goals in full time. Looking at the next, we're looking at Germany in the Regional Liga Bayern, a match between Pushback against Vilsing. For this event, of course, the home team have proved that they are good in terms of goal scoring. Looking at the recent gameplay they have had, 3-2, and that of its away proved to be very conceding, that is very highly conceding. And looking at the stand comparison of these two, you're going to see based on the form the home team recent event they have just had, comparing to that of the away, you're going to see that the home team pushback is good in scoring. Not that very good, but they are good. But comparing to that of Vilsing, which is the away based on the way, you're going to see that Vilsing here prove that they are very conceding. And because they are very conceding, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this tournament, the defense of both sides is not strong, and the offense is average. As a result, we want to look at least 1.5 goal here in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking at Australia. That is in the World Championship qualification, and that is Australia. We are looking at New Zealand against Tahiti. We are looking here at the performance of the home team. You're going to see that New Zealand, of course, have performed averagely based on recent two games they have just had. But that of its opponent, on the other hand, also proved that they are very, very conceding. And looking at the fact that this is actually two teams coming to meet, which the performance of both sides, especially that of the away, is not that very strong. We want to look at two major picks here. But before that, we want to look at the placement here on the stand table. You're going to see that here New Zealand sits on second and Tahiti on third. And no game played have been played yet. And want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this tournament, of course, since it is the start, we want to look at New Zealand to try every possibility to lead this match, as well as at least 1.5 goal in full time or 2.5. Since both of the two sides want to try to get points, the impression rate will be very high, and therefore goals probability is going to come in. 1.5 goal in full time or 2 goals over in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking at Europe in the UEFA National League, a match between Bosnia against Herzegovina. That is Bosnia-Herzegovina against Germany. In this event, the recent performance of the home team proved to be very conceding, but that of Germany, on the other hand, is very good. And looking at the comparison, this is the third round of this tournament, and looking at the stand placement of these two, you're going to see Germany sits on the first position. They have just had two games scoring up to 7 goals, but Bosnia, on the other hand, is very conceding. For two games played, they have not won any, but they have conceded 5. And looking at everything in place, want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this tournament, of course, Germany is more offensive. They are better in terms of form as compared to that of its opponent. So since Germany offense is very strong as compared to the weak defense of that of its opponent, we want to take advantage. Therefore, we want to look at Germany to lead in full time, as well as the possibility of at least 1.5 goal or 2 goals over. And to those of you who want to have access to our top 10 game prediction in terms of the best corner kick match prediction picks, as well as top 10 or top best match prediction based on 1.5 and top 2.5 goal match picks, which we share to members only with which ought to take your winning to the next level, then you want to make sure to join to become a member of the Level 2 Pro plan to start to have access to members only videos based on top 10 and top 15 to take your winning to the next level. The link is below this video. You can click join to become a member and start to benefit from all of these features. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye bye for now.